Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. A late-season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. He feels his team is finally playing the kind of football they expected coming into the season, especially with this win streak that has pushed them into the top 10. But he knows that can be fleeting. He said, I believe if we keep executing and playing the kind of football we're capable of, the sky is the limit for this team this season, and the guys are finally starting to believe it. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Mustangs ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. Headed outside, it's Goss. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Soft spot in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Snow. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. From the gun, it's Gauze. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it back to him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. NC State quick to the line. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Looking long. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
It's caught. And what a job to get... foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Mustangs!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside. It's Gauze. All over him immediately. NC State going up-tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Run ends there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Keeps it himself. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Quick give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Smith. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he added the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Fields. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because...
He's got it! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. On the draw, it's Scott. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Setting up the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Gets the back moving. Got to make the play on 4th. Rushes on. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Right at the line. Breaks into the open. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. NC State quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Snow. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Third and long right here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Wolfpack! Why not double the try total and go for 2? He wants to throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. They're going to try to climb out of this hole, going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They're all over him. On the move and looking. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Defense all over it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Right side, it's Smith. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seek.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rush right in his face. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. Scoop and score. Touchdown, SMU.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Into the secondary on the right. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, NC State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Hale. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On the move. He's going to take off. Turning it on. The 40. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. The quick game. Across the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to throw on first. Fires left. They'll run the screen. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Bailey. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Here comes the heat. Working on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. NC State go. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw again. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with the completion. Let's see what they do here. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he's all